Hi everybody, this is Miss Nicole with Bloomfield Public Library, and I'm back with my latest edition of Science Bites. And today we're going to talk about sound, and we're going to create a really nifty wave machine using some bamboo skewer sticks and some gummy bears. So if any of you get some gummy bears in trick-or-treating, this would be a fantastic way to make use of them if you have some left over. But before we even get into the wave machine, I wanted to talk just a little bit about sound. So what is sound? Sound is created when objects vibrate. Objects vibrate and they send waves of sound into the air. Air is what pushes those waves to our eardrums, and that's how we hear sound. So there are some really interesting facts about sound that I wanted to share with you too. Some you may have heard of before, some you may not have. Outer space is the only truly silent place in our world. Why is that? Because there's no air to push sound waves to our ears. Did you know that owls are a bit lopsided? They have one ear slightly lower than the other so that they always have one ear a little closer to sounds on the ground where they look for their food or prey. The loudest natural sound in recorded history is still the volcanic eruption on the island of Krakatoa. That eruption took place August 27, 1883. The sound could actually be heard and felt 3,000 miles away from the eruption. Now, this is one of my favorite facts because I love learning things about animals in the natural world. And this little fact is about the pistol shrimp. And the pistol shrimp is only about 2 inches long. But listen to what the pistol shrimp can do. The pistol shrimp can eject a powerful jet of water traveling at over 60 miles per hour from its one oversized claw. The snapping sound itself reaches 218 decibels. Our eardrums erupt at 150 decibels. And at the moment the jet of water explodes from the claw, portions of the stream can reach temperatures as hot as the sun. So now for the main point of our video today, we are going to make our gummy bear wave machine, which is very simple, but there are some steps where you want to be a little careful and precise. So here are the few simple things we're going to need today. I would, if you have it, get a ruler or a tape measure, something to measure with. If you don't have a ruler at home, you can use something like your hand if you want to make sure you're getting the same measurement. So measure from here to here, and that'll be one measurement. And that's okay too. But if you have a ruler, use your ruler. We are going to also need bamboo skewers, which we've used before for some things. And I actually made a mark halfway down my bamboo skewer. And the reason I made that mark is because I wanted to see where the center of the stick was very easily. Because when we place it, put it in place, it'll just help everything line up a little better. You don't have to do that step. You can just guesstimate with your eyes if you're really good at that. But I wanted that little extra help. So I did mark halfway down. And on these sticks, they're 12 inches long. So I made the mark at 6 inches. We'll also need gummy bears. Doesn't matter what kind. I would get a couple bags because depending on how long you want to make your wave machine, you might need more than 1 bag's worth of gummy bears. I think I'll probably be okay with 1 bag, but I did buy some spares just in case, and then you can always just eat the extras if you have to. We will also need some duct tape. Masking tape would probably work okay too, but really I like duct tape because it's nice and strong, it's flexible, and it's super sticky. So ideally you should it doesn't matter what color, but ideally you should try using duct tape. And the last thing you may or may not need is a marker and a pair of scissors. And really the marker I just used to mark my sticks, and the scissors I used to open my gummy bear bag. So again, you don't need the scissors and marker, but if you want to do those extra little steps I told you about, then you can have those lying around too. So really our main ingredients are the bamboo stick, the ruler, and the gummy bears, and the duct tape. All right, so let's get started. One of the trickiest parts about this simple demonstration is probably going to be working with the duct tape. If you've never worked with duct tape before, it can be a little tricky because it is super sticky. Some of you may or may not know that you actually don't need scissors to cut duct tape. If you pull a little bit of the duct tape up, you can actually just start a little tear and rip real quick, kind of like you're taking off a Band-Aid. Ideally, you don't want to cut duct tape with scissors. It will make your scissors very gummy unless you have a special kind of scissors that are coated just for cutting sticky things. I actually have 2 chairs. I have folding chairs, but you can use whatever chairs you have in the house, or if you have just 2 solid things you can attach duct tape to. You want to make sure that the stickiness on the duct tape won't damage the surface, so check with your mom or dad first before you attach it to something. But I have 2 folding chairs, which will be easy for me to clean if some sticky stuff gets left behind. And I have 2 chairs placed across my room, and I'm going to attach duct tape to one chair and then stretch it across like a tight bridge to the other chair. But you want to do this so that the sticky side is actually facing up. I'm going to show you a close-up of how I'm going to attach the duct tape with a smaller piece of duct tape, just so you can see how I'm attaching it to the chair. So again, this is just a very tiny piece of duct tape. We are actually going to do a very long piece of duct tape that goes between our 2 chairs. But just to show you how I'm going to attach it, right now this small piece of tape is sticky side up. And what I'm going to do is take another piece of duct tape that is sticky side down and just put it right on top like this. And now my piece of duct tape is sticky side up, and I can stretch it all the way across the room. So that is how I'm going to attach it at either end with both of my chairs. So we want to now place our bamboo skewers on that sticky strip of duct tape that we've stretched between our 2 chairs. And this is where my little black dot is going to come in handy. And you do want to place the bamboo skewers an even length apart. Again, if you're confident, you can try eyeballing to sort of place them about the same distance apart, or you can measure, and I'm going to measure, and I think I am going to do them about 3 inches apart. So I'm going to measure. I'm going to place one down, center it on that strip of duct tape, and then do another one 3 inches away from that. And I'll show you as I do it in action so you can see how I'm laying it down. Now here is the bare bones of our wave machine. I've laid out all of my skewers 3 inches apart on the sticky side up duct tape. You can make this more secure by now laying a long strip of duct tape across that center duct tape, but doing it sticky side down. So essentially you're creating what they call duct tape paper, where there's not going to be any sticky exposed. We've got the sticky side up, so we'll lay a piece sticky side down right on top of that duct tape strip, and it'll hold everything secure. You don't have to do that step. It might prove a little trickier than other steps. I will probably do it on mine, so you'll see me do that in a few minutes. But one thing you should notice is, and you will notice, is that your skewers are going to be a little wonky. They're not going to be hanging straight, and we do want them to be straight. But that is something we can fix with our gummy bears, so don't worry about that at this stage. So I'm going to quick lay my duct tape over the top. Here's mine with the duct tape on top. Now you can see I didn't do it perfectly. There's some little creases here or there. I didn't cover up all of the sticky side up tape because it laid a little off to the side as I was laying that giant strip out, and that's okay. We don't need that part to be perfect. Now we are going to make all of our adjustments with our gummy bears. The first thing you want to do is attach a gummy bear to both ends of every single skewer. One end is pointy, one end is not, so it's going to slip a little easier on one end, but it goes on both ends. You may have to shove a little hard because, as you know, gummy bears are a little sticky, but push it on. And then the way we're going to make our adjustments is wherever we see things are tilting and not flat, we're going to either push a gummy bear farther in or farther out, and we're going to make all those little tweaks all the way down the wave machine until we get it so it's pretty much hanging straight to start with. Okay, so I've got all my gummy bears on my sticks, and it actually even things out fairly nicely. There's still a little wonkiness, but only in a few spots. So I'll show you exactly what we're gonna do. We're going to just slide the gummy bears either close, if one of my sticks is tilting closer to the ground, I'm gonna slide the gummy bear closer to the center of the stick. If it's sticking a little higher up in the air, I'm gonna try and move it a little farther out to the tip. But you wanna start with the sticks that are actually pointing closer to the ground, because once you move that gummy bear in closer to the center, it'll start to even out. Here's one that I probably wanna move in a little bit. And settle things down. And I know down here at this end, we seem to be a little lower in a couple of spots. I'm gonna do that. And now we're gonna sneak back and take a look from afar. And that's pretty good. I might actually tip up one or two more at the far end, right about here and here, maybe here. Maybe this. See how that does. That's not bad. So once you have fussed with all of your gummy bear positions and you've got it decently straight, now we get to see our wave machine in motion. Now using our wave machine is very simple. You just need to pick up one of your sticks, raise it a little bit, and bring it down. And you can see that disturbance moving through our wave machine. It's what we would call a disturbance, those waves. Now, if you pick your sticks up very high and bring them down, you're going to see a much higher level of disturbance, although the speed is going to be the same. The only way for us to alter the speed is to actually remove some of the gummy bears. The gummy bears are actually giving weight and mass to our wave machine. Without those gummy bears, you're going to see the wave move, the disturbance move very quickly through sections. And what I'm going to do is actually remove part of the gummy bears so that you can see some of that disturbance, the change in the speeds happening in my wave machine. So with a bunch of my gummy bears removed, the second half of my wave machine is now just sticks. We've removed some of that mass, some of that weight. And now if we do a similar motion, you're going to see it move a little slower through the front half and then zip through the second half, which doesn't have gummy bears. So watch this. So I'm going to lift it and bring it down. And did you see how at the end, it did a very quick pass through that section without the gummy bears and then move back to the section with the gummy bears? So that is our gummy bear wave machine. Now you can make it, again, really long if you want, or you can make a shorter version, kind of like I did, just right in your living room or your downstairs. And this is something that you don't have to throw away. Once you're done using it, if you want to just pull up the two ends from the chairs and roll it up, it's only if you've done the duct tape on both sides. If you still have the sticky side duct tape facing up and that's your only strip, this won't work. But if you want to save it, make sure you lay a piece of duct tape across the top so there's no more sticky. And then you can actually just roll it up like a rug and tuck it away in a bag or something and save it for another time. The gummy bears will dry out, but that doesn't mean they won't work as mass and weight on the sticks. And you can always pull off the old gummy bears and put new ones on. If you are going to store it, you might want to store it in Tupperware because you don't want to attract any little critters with your sweet-smelling gummy bears. But this is something that you can use more than once. You can use it for science fair projects. It's really fun to demonstrate sound and waves and motion. So that's all for me for today, everybody. Hopefully you'll tune in next month for our next Science Bites video. And as always, if you have any questions, just reach out to me at Bloomfield Public Library. The information to contact me is below, and I'm happy to help you. So until next time, bye everybody.